AJ Foyt was that kind of great, and so is the driver who represents Foyt and the number that Foyt made famous. Tony Stewart, a champion in sprint cars, Sprint Cup, and IndyCar. The last place where the legend of the 14 was born, but AJ started it. Tony just wants to carry it on.
You got a lot of great race drivers, but you have very few champions.
Take a deep breath, I got this.
I think that's just the fire in your belly.
That's right, boys, 2 in a row.
You give it that extra little bit where another guy might be happy for second. That's what makes a champion.
Hell yeah! Time to get it done, boys!
When I grew up, my first number was 4. My second number that I had when I ran go-karts was 14. Knowing that AJ campaigned that number in IndyCar racing for years, I think he would be extremely proud if we were able to win the championship with it.
AJ has done it. He has won his 4th Indianapolis 500.
He just always was a guy that no matter what type of race car it was, he could get in it, be competitive, and win races in it.
You can tell when a guy's going to be a good race driver just by the way he adapts to everything. Tony ran great in midgets. He ran great in sprint cars, the dirt championship cars, and then drove stock cars. I think that's the ability you're born with.
As you get older and you realize that you're not necessarily patterning your career off of somebody, but there's a lot of similarities.
I think that's one thing we both respect about each other. It wasn't given to us on a golden platter. We had to do it on our ability. I said, it's too bad I wasn't a lot younger when you come along because you couldn't beat me. When he was talking about wanting to run 14, I said it'd be a great honor for you to carry that number. Knowing Tony, I knew he would do nothing but charge with it. But I got to say one thing, Carl Edwards ain't going to roll over dead, so Tony's going to have his work cut out. And Tony is one of the few I think can do it. To see number 14 win the championship, I'd be awful proud of that.
It's just cool to know that we've been able to go out and win races with that number, and I think we've done AJ proud, and that's the last number I'll have in my driving career. It's going to stick with us the rest of our life like it did with AJ.
Boy, there are a lot of similarities between those two, and I'm not just talking about that number.
I tell you, they're both rugged characters. They're almost identical in personalities and came from open wheel racing. One common thing, though, is, Brad, they're both very, very popular amongst the fans.
Yeah, because they're common people. Both of them are just everyday guys, blue-collar guys that lace it up by their bootstraps and go get it, and I think what everybody respects about them.
On the racetrack, the thing that really brings those two together and where they have such great similarity is their versatility. Those two gentlemen could get in anything and make it go fast. I had a great conversation this weekend with Elliott Sadler and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. before they ran for that nationwide championship, and I asked them, who is the most talented driver in Cup? They didn't hesitate. I was expecting a Jimmy Johnson. I was expecting a Kyle Busch. We hear those two names all the time. They both said, no way, man. They both said Tony Stewart because of that versatility, and that's why he's so much like AJ.